After years of research and development, the future of jump queues have arrived. Welcome to the revolution. What am I talking about? I'm talking about this. It's the Predator Air Rush Jump Queue. Predator queues have been making pool sticks since 1994, so I expect this jump queue to perform really well in this video. If you play pool and you've not heard of Predator queues, do you even play pool? As you guys know, on my review videos, I like to tell you guys and show you how the queue would arrive to your house. However, I didn't buy it off Predator. I got it off a friend. So the queue is just basically what you see there on the table. I don't have all the gadgets that they send with you. However, I'm on the website and it looks like you get a cleaning cloth, a Revo wipes ×5, a Revo soft bag, and a weight cartridge system. So if it's a bit light for you, you can add a bit of weight to make it a bit heavier, whichever you prefer. So that is what you get with the queue. Up next, let's take a look at what this queue looks like. You don't really go into your pool night looking like a plonker, so the look is very important. And as always, Predator don't disappoint. Obviously this is the third line of jump queue. The first jump queue they made was the Predator Air, then it was the Predator Air 2, and this is of course the Air Rush, the first carbon fibre shaft jump queue from Predator. Matte black. All looks very sleek, very cool. Bit of blue writing, bit of silver. As always, Predator don't disappoint with the look. Things look very modern. Even the protector at the bottom of the jump queue. There you see a little R on it. I presume that stands for Rush. All in all, very nice looking queue. Now this jump queue is a little longer than their previous two models. It's 51.5 inches. I'm a massive fan of a longer jump queue. I'm going to be doing some jump shots and all different varieties of jump shots with the queue, so I'll talk a little bit more about that later on in the video. The weight of this queue is 12.1 ounces, so that's pretty light. There's no wrap. It's phenolic with carbon fibre shield, and the tip diameter is 14mm. That's their thickest jump queue to date. The shaft is 29 inches. Overall, I think you will agree, it's a very sexy looking jump queue. Just want to confirm I am not sponsored of Predator queues. I got this queue off a friend. Predator did not send me the queue, so it's going to be an honest review of this queue. That is the whole purpose of me doing these videos on my channel. I'm no longer sponsored player of any queue company, so I want to do all the products, brake queues, jump queues, plane queues, all the shafts, every little gadget known to man, because I'm not sponsored, so I don't have to tell you fibs, do I? Now, let's get into the performance. Oh, before I go, obviously it comes in pieces, as most jump queues do nowadays. This is for shorter jump shots. This is for the longer ones. Let's put it to the test. Let's get jumping. So guys, that is the testing done. I did every jump shot that comes up in the game of pool, all the different varieties, full length table jump shots. I did mid-range, I did short jump shots. I even did a personal favourite of mine, the dart jump shot. And I must say, it did not disappoint. This queue jumps very easy indeed. And I kind of figured it would do, knowing Predator queues. Now, on a full table distance jump shot, I noticed that the extra length was a lot better because I felt I didn't have to go as high at the back. I could be a bit lower, which helped me sight the jump shot a little easier, so that was very good. The queue is very light. Wasn't too sure about that. Usually I like a little bit of weight in the jump cue, but that's a personal thing. Obviously you get the weight cartridge system with it, so you can tweak about that with yourselves. And dart jump shots, I love the old dart jump shot. It's just something that I seem to prefer when you're closest to the ball. It was jumping so easy. I hold it with 2 fingers and that ball was just flying over. In some ways, you almost have to take a little bit off the jump shot when I was using it because it was so powerful. Something else that you will not be disappointed about is this. Look what I've spotted. I've set up a little mid-range jump shot. This is the middle piece of the jump cue. Obviously it's unilock joint straight in, and that is what we call the handle. So on this type of shot, you would be like this, wouldn't you? You wouldn't use the full length because it's not a full length table. The handle of this jump cue fits on the shaft. Look at that. So it's a little bit thicker, feels a bit more like a handle, and you're used to using the long jump cue and it just feels a little bit better. Feels like I've got the cue in my hand. So that's a nice touch. Just feels like you get a little bit more control as well. Before I move on to the price of the Airrush jump cue, I'm sure that is the most important thing for a lot of you guys at home. You want to know how much this bad boy costs. I just want to point out a few things and just explain a little bit more about what I feel about this cue. The length is the biggest thing of all. On a full length table jump shot, the length is a lot better. You don't have to get as high. You can visually see it better. Also the white ferrule, when you're playing a jump shot and you're looking down the cue, that sort of separates the shaft from the cue ball. You'll know what I mean when you have a go. That is a really good touch. And of course, the handle. I like the handle. You can screw it into the shaft. It feels a little bit thicker in your hand and it almost feels like you've got more control over them little funny jump shots. One small issue I have got with the Airrush. It's very smooth. All the way up the cue is so smooth. I'm sure Predator will bring out a sport version with the grip at some point. Me personally, I would get the bottom of this cue lacquered, but if you're a nervous Nelly and you sweat a lot, you'll be just fine. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be a big issue for me. I'm sure I would be fine, but it is very smooth. My hands are freezing when I did this video, so maybe that's even more so why I felt like that. And certainly on the dart jump shot, I feel like it could slip a little bit in between my fingers, but that is an easy fix. A bit of lacquer, or I'm sure Predator will bring out the sport version. And now to the part most of you are probably wondering, how much does the Airrush cost? It costs $599 US. Now, is that a little bit keen for a jump cue? I'm going to let you guys decide that for yourselves. However, not only are you buying a phenomenal jump cue, you're getting yourselves involved in probably the #1 brand in the sport of pool, and you're becoming part of the Predator team family along with these guys. Talking of family, if you've enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, notifications, whatever else you're supposed to do on YouTube. Even share this video if you've enjoyed it. If you haven't, you don't have to do anything.